My name is Alban Mwangi. I am 17 years old and I'm in Starehe Boys Centre. I joined the Valuraha Investment Club because I had a general interest in business. So because when I was younger, I had a cousin who would come around always talking about business and giving me some of the ideas he had in the business world. So I grew a certain interest to it. So when I found the notice for anyone interested in joining the club, I was quick to join. I had seen myself becoming an entrepreneur from my young age because, as I had said, my cousin telling me about his business ventures, I grew quite an interest for it, and I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. The most interesting thing for me was the learning because I got to learn a lot about companies, investments, the stock market, which I knew very little about. I've taken part in two competitions, the company analysis, no actually three, company analysis, the virtual trading portfolio and the business plan competition. In the company analysis, we were given a company to analyze, KCB, look at its factors from the management to how it runs to the financials and give a verdict on whether to buy, sell or hold KCB shares. And then the virtual trading portfolio was about, you were given 500,000 shillings virtual money and told to invest in the stock market and see how much you can make. And with the business plan competition, we were supposed to come up with a business plan, how the company will work, and then give its financial statements and balance sheets. The virtual trading for me was quite a challenge because I knew very little about the stock market. So it was solely trial and error. So I bought shares at Centre because I liked the company. I bought shares at Safaricom because everyone has shares in Safaricom, it does well. And then I came across something in the newspaper that Everready was selling some of the things, I think. And then, so what I saw is that the share price will definitely go up because of this. And I bought so many shares, and then it went up greatly and then it went down. So I lost so much money and I couldn't recover from that. Yes. We won. Our analysis of KCB and we were given 10,000 shillings per person. With the 10,000 shillings, I ventured into agriculture. I hadn't thought about agriculture, but my initial idea was there was a friend of my dad who was buying clothes in Uganda and coming to sell in Kenya, and we were making very good profits. But once we talked with her, she disappeared at some certain point in time. So we'd lost that. So one day, my dad usually has a collection of a section in the newspaper called Seeds of Gold. So I came across it and I thought maybe I'd try out agriculture, even though I had my personal reservations about it. And my dad actually offered me an eighth of his land to do spinach farming, yes. Main challenge for us because the conditions were well regulated because there was fencing, so animals weren't grazing inside. The land was tested, so it was well, and there was fertilizer and pesticides. But the major problem for me was market, because with spinach, yes, as much as it's consumed greatly in Kenya, the market was saturated with the commodity because it's very easy to do so. I was not getting as much market as I would have hoped. For total amount, I was actually very ambitious and thought maybe I'd make 100,000 out of it. But unfortunately, due to many factors, I couldn't reach my goal, and I made 15,100 shillings. Yes, I'm actually planning that money is set aside for investment. So I'm going to sit down again and now look into a venture that I can get into, especially after my fourth form, where I can easily manage it. I'd tell people my age to. People usually think business is easy theoretically, so I'd tell people to actually sit down and first rethink it before jumping into business as I did, and I didn't get as I expected. So I'd advise people to actually sit down and think about what they want to do and expect either a profit or loss with it. Yes. In 5-10 years, I'd be in more of a problem-solving business where I'd be looking at various problems facing the country and the world at large and finding solutions to it. So I'd have built maybe a small Microsoft or Google in the process. I would like to become a software engineer. My name is Alban Mwangi. I am 17 years old and I'm a young investor through the Valuraha Investment Club.